Kevin Durant since leaving the Warriors. So let's take a look at Kevin Durant's track record since leaving Golden State. Uh, the very next season, missed the playoffs entirely. Uh, I believe that's because he basically missed that year due to injury anyway, because he got hurt his last game in Golden State, actually, towards Achilles. For those of you that don't know, he sat out that entire next year. So he didn't play at all anyway. But the next year after that, he actually had a pretty fucking great year. In 2021, he had a great year. He went off. Kyrie and them had got hurt. I think that's when James Harden forced the trade. So basically, those next 21, 22, I think that was with Brooklyn Nets. They fucked him over on that deal, but he fucked himself over. Jumping ship all of them times is just not a great look, and it's not what he should have did. I know he doesn't care what anybody thinks, but that's just my humble opinions. I feel like he wasted valuable years of his career fucking around with some bullshit, when in reality he could have either just stayed in OKC or stayed in Golden State. I'm one of the ones who feel like he should have just stayed in Golden State for sure. I feel like you might as well have stayed in Golden State. Like, you were at basketball heaven. Y'all niggas had basketball heaven going on, bro. Like, even though the way he went and all that shit was controversial or whatever, the team that beat him is the team he joined. I hear all of that shit, man. But I'm just saying, when it came to playing basketball at the highest level, that was definitely the right decision for him to go to Golden State. He might as well have stayed since he went anyway. Him leaving, going to Brooklyn, going to Phoenix, that shit just really wasted years of his career. Now he's with Houston. He's older now. You should have probably went to Houston when you were younger, man, or something like that, man. But especially the Brooklyn Nets and Phoenix Suns, man, that shit is all garbage time, man. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit was all garbage. I knew that those teams didn't have a chance from the jump. I knew that those teams weren't put together from the jump. I knew that those teams weren't mentally strong from the jump. I knew that those teams the Suns have never won a championship, I believe, in their franchise history. The Nets haven't probably won a fucking championship since the 60s or some shit like that, if they ever even won. I know the Jason Kidd, Kevin Martin Nets went to the finals in the early 2000s, like in the Shaq and Kobe era and shit like that, but he wasted years of his career. Like, why? Why you went to Brooklyn and why the fuck you went to Phoenix? Those are my only questions. Because when you see that second round exit, first round exit, second round exit, first round exit, missed playoffs, all of that kind of shit there is from fucking with teams like the Brooklyn Nets and the fucking Phoenix Suns. If Steve Nash ain't in a uniform in Phoenix, why would you go to Phoenix, dog? You wasted years of your career. Your boy Devin Booker might be over there wasting years of his career, but he's the franchise, so it don't really matter. Like, it ain't technically wasting years for Devin Booker because that's his team. That's who he got drafted to. So that's not wasting years for him. Kevin Durant, you being a championship chasing motherfucker, that's wasting years for your career because you've already jumped in that lane. You wasn't in that lane. You jumped in that lane and said, all right, I'm a championship chase. Like LeBron. You want to follow behind LeBron. Y'all niggas following behind LeBron, but y'all not LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we finding out, my nigga. Y'all niggas following behind LeBron, but y'all niggas is not LeBron. And that's okay. I just feel like second round exit, first round exit, second round exit, first round exit, missed playoffs, first round exit. Like, god damn, homie, that's a lot of time wasted, dog. That's a lot of time wasted. And you got nothing out of those years. You didn't really want to be a part of those situations for real. So, man, wasted motherfucking time. It's a damn shame. One of the greatest players, one of the greatest offensive weapons to ever lace him up and get on the motherfucking court. And I feel like he just wasted so many years.